Right. Hey, Daniel. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hope you're well. What's going on with you, Daniel? Victoria O'Sullivan. Hello. Who's that? Our assassin. Is that our Vicky? Is that our silent assassin? Yeah, I thought so. What's everyone up to this Saturday? Getting ready for your Christmases. Got your Christmas trees already. Got your turkeys booked. Hello, Vicky. Hola, guapa. Hola, bonita. Buenas noches. Where's Grizzles? Is that Grizzles up there? Is it? Saturday night romancing. Hey, you bare bones. Now then. What's happening? So I'm hearing from people that I got admirations for, and I hear them talking about this world war, like it's affecting them. We're coming after them. Oh. Unfortunately, some of us were so trying to spread the awareness of all this stuff over the last couple of years, and laughed at we were. You know, you got to prepare yourself for the next lockdown. You got to prepare yourself, be self-sufficient. All these things that they stop in the movement of. Got to be prepared, pick yourselves up and go, and get out of the war zones. Get ready for the big reset. So it's hardly of any surprise that people are now stressing about it, because it's getting closer and closer to that time where they're going to start seeing and feeling. It's one of the greatest things, saying it's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. So this evening, myself, Captain, and Grizzles, we went down to town to get some water with a bicycle. But we went to the supermarket, got groceries for the weekend. Then we went down to the bar for hot chocolate and to get a bit of battery charge on my phone. And while we were there, we were invited to a house party. Just a small group of people. But I came away, dropped my bike off, dropped bits and pieces off, collect extra warmer clothes. We were essentially being outside for the night, and walked back to town. Got to the bar, ordered hot chocolate, and made communications with the people, encouraging me to come to the party with them. And I waited and waited, no response. So then the bar's closing. I decided we're coming home. Yep. So we're nearly home now. Which is good. It's good for us because we like our own bed. We like our own comforts and our own space and time to do our own things. Being in other people's houses and land is like, yeah, it's all very nice, but you know, I got things to do tomorrow, people to meet tomorrow. So going off partying ain't really on top of my list, to be honest, yeah. Right. I had an eventful day today. A buddy that sized up wanted my bicycle. He made me an offer yesterday. He came through with it today. Happy days. Now he's a cycling enthusiast. He said, like the back wheel needs attention, bits and other pieces. He's going to strip it down and get it back to a new order, to a better condition. The offer that he made was very generous and very sensible for me. The offer was made and accepted, done deal. So that's one less thing that I be concerned or stressed about. Yeah, knowing that I had the two bicycles, one donated and one that I worked and bought when I was down the river. So I've still got the one that I bought when I was down the river. Happy days. The one that I've just traded, that was a gift from the young lady that I'd helped for a few months, get her sanity and mental strength back, her internal strength. And we shared appreciation by offloading loads of gifts onto me. Wow, finally home. That's better. Oh, honey, Captain, eh? Oh, honey. He's home. Oh, sweet home. Hey, Clint Brooke. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Barebones. Good evening, Victoria the O'Sullivan. Vicky the Silent Assassin. Oh, that was a nice walk. After a nice adventure. After two nice hot chocolate. Don't be coming around here, Stephen. You dirt pecker. Okay, is this the same thing as always? Yeah, that fucking rubber cage. Does it stop the charger connector? Because this is something that I've witnessed with me solar. For some reason, this fucking shorted out me fucking torches, and it doesn't seem to make a proper connection with this rubber phone case. Yeah, and that didn't make any difference. Okay, right. So that's sound. Knowing that, that's good. Right, that can come out. That can go there. Thanks. Let's go his rubber thingy back on the road. Putting everything rock back on. I don't want it. So take rock back on. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's better. Put in pockets. Ooh. That's long. Whoa. Oopsie. My headphone cable just pulled my phone off where it was. So, so then, who we got in the chat now then? Barebones, Flint Brook, Ricky, the Silent Assassin, Danielle, Berry, Victoria Sullivan. Wow, 15 of you listening in and watching in. It's not in the city because what do you call it? It's dark. Richard Hawkins, Mrs. McFine. Nice to see you. To seeing you tonight. Also, Barebones listening to us over. He's blowing up Ukraine, is he? Happy days, Earth Angel Lucy. Yo, yo, yo. Mm, mm. So right now, I'm smoking Samango. Yeah, I don't know if any of you smokers know of Samango. I've got Gorilla Cookies, and I've got what was the other one? Strawberry Cook. I don't know if any of you are any aware of such strains, but that's what I'm smoking this weekend. Yep. I got more than enough to see me through till Christmas. Happy days. Yeah, I'll be smoking this Christmas. Oh yeah. You know, there like a couple of weeks ago, I got given a bag of tumbled shake. You know, it's had all the crystals shaken off of it. That was an alright smoke, but for me, it's like then I got given a bit of high, and I got a bit of weed, and then trading this fight. Yep. Well, yesterday in town, one of the lads from the association I went to about a year ago. Uh, he loaded me up with with a nice bit of weed. Asked him what he wanted for it. No, 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 no. Regular, regular. Uh, tú nunca dinero. That's all good. Yo, Joe Maloney, nice to see you. To seeing you so nice. What's happening, brother? He's all good. I'm all good. It's smoking away. Hey, bro. Seriously, it's like late in November. You must be like hours away from having your tag removed, yeah? If I'm correct, November, I think you said, yeah. How's that going for you, Joe? Sorry if I'm disclosing a personal subject, but yeah. Well, walking through town, it was very, very, very quiet. Yeah. I did notice in the distance that there was some music up at the plaza, but I never went and explored it. I think the Guard are having a party, so it'll be the Guard and police from all around the country coming down the party with their comrades. The panel link is pinned. So for anybody wanting to come up and have a chat, the link is pinned. I remember it was like 11:40 here. Yeah, I'm still wide awake because I've just freaking walked a good distance. So I'm wide awake at the moment, but I could start yawning and getting me blankets and just fall asleep and wake up in the morning for a cocktail hour. When the cocktails start singing. Mm, yeah, 'cause we get cockroaches singing before we don't really have blackbirds or any crows or anything like that to wake us up, but we do have the cockroach. I don't mean the Brian, no, we mean like the feathery, like chickeny thing. Oh wow, losing the attention of people so quickly. Is it because I'm not suffering? You know, people really do despise my happiness and yeah, in the masses. I find it quite funny. I mean, like I'm buzzing the fact that I got three types of ganja, and you know, like they're connoisseur grade. Monday, yeah, man, Joe. Monday, wow. Today's Saturday, Sunday, fucking a, gammas. Wow, bro. Wow, you'll be able to get out and enjoy the Christmas lights. You know, get out to a few Christmas parties. Happy days. Gotta be on good behavior now so you get to celebrate New Year's Eve. You get me, Joe? Uh, on good behavior, stay away from the plunkers. You get me, yeah? You see them walk in the opposite direction. Happy days, bro. Mm. Well, fair play to you, Joe. Not everybody can handle their tag. You get me? Yeah, a lot of people's yeah, breach it. So fair play to you. Congratulations, yeah. I know it's early celebrating, you know, but I hope nothing incites you or encourages you to get out there before this tag's off. Yeah, me too. I've been through it. I've been through the tag. I know what the tag life's like, mm, and it's hard. It is a test. You know, silly little fucking electronic device. You can use homebound, proper weird on the mental state. I'm glad I went shopping and not just went to the bar and waited. I'm glad I went shopping. Uh, and in a lot of ways, I'm glad I never made it to get to the house party. Because I'd just be sat there smoking weed and falling asleep in about an hour. No, Well, like I'm saying to me, Bare Bones and Miss Magpie and Lucy over on Bare Bones earlier, with all this World War Three stuff, you know, there's certain peoples that I'd make invitations to. If war comes to you and you can get away, you can get here. We can work together, and I'll show you how to survive through this war bullshit. If war comes into my direction before it gets to you guys, and I've got the opportunity of going east or south, I'm going. Uh, it's a little bit difficult for other people to catch up with me if I'm going east or south. Mirror, mirror, are the babies asleep, Joe? I don't know. Joe, are your babies asleep, Joe? My boys are resting. Yeah. I can't turn the camera on. I can turn the camera on that ways, but I can't turn the camera around the other ways with what using being used. See, if I turn the camera around, it turns the torch off. But yeah, my Grizzlies is sat behind me. Captain sat up where my feet would be if I was on my bed. Them is knackered now. They ran downtown following me when I was on the bicycle. And then yeah, they kind of ran home because I was cycling home most of the ways home. And then yeah, they walked downtown, and then they walked back home from town. You know, like that's a fair bit of activity that they've just had in the last few hours. So, yeah, my boys are nicely KO'd. Hello, broke fishing. Just got to the Cascades. We're set up there. All right. I don't know where that is. Just get to the Cascades. That is. We're set up here. All right. Oh, where you're at. Yeah. In Oregon. Mhm. But if I'm still awake at 1 o'clock and nobody's on my panel, I think I'm going to go over and check out Devo's Week Chronicles. It's like he came over here yesterday asking, an update came over yesterday asking why I'm not so often in their chat or up on their panel anymore. So, I have to pay them a visit. And like I said yesterday, you know, there's some channels that I've stayed clear of because the chatters are more dominant and more established than I am. And to me being an outsider where they singled me off, you know, like I try and avoid those chats. I've got utmost respect for a lot of the hosts, but you know, like in a lot of chats that I've been to, if I've ever upset the host, the chatters have taken side, and for me, when that's happened, it's been very heartbreaking, and you know, because that comes from an individuality perspective. I don't come from the gang family mentality. So when I've seen that gang family mentality, it's better that I just leave them at it. It's a little bit difficult for people to comprehend, but for me, it's perfectly natural and respectful and extremely responsible. Ciao, Betty. Yo, my darling. Welcome in, welcome in. Because I'm no different than the majority of the people on this planet. Okay, fair enough. We speak different, we look different, and all these whatnots. Yeah, we live differently. But like our minds and bodies work in the same ways. We bleed in the same ways. And so when I recognize the similarities I go through in life, it makes it so easy for me to, share those similarities, you know. And I like it. I like saying, what I've experienced on this YouTube within going through all the different communities and circles of people. You know, I like sharing what I've learned because other people have learned it but don't recognize it. And then when they recognize it and they've been reassured that they're not the only ones, they're able to say, hey, well, if Steve the Tramp can do it, I'm much more civilized and sophisticated and sociably acceptable than he. So I can do it too. And that's one of the beautiful things about character building and reassurance. It's that none of us are alone. None of us. Not a single one. There's somebody out there for us all. Maybe we don't see them ourselves. Maybe we need other people to point them out to us so we see who's who and what's what. I remember being a youth and my mate saying, Steve, my sister fancies you. Steve, my cousin loves you. And all those experiences, I remember. I live with it. I cherish it. And I have the capability of doing the same unto others as is done unto I, with great respect. Right. Excuse me. Well, I remove my trousers as I prepare, and my shoes, and my socks as I prepare to get in my bed. There's nothing worse than sleeping with your clothes on. I've done it loads of times in my life, and I hate it. So it's better to get them off before getting into bed, especially the shoes. The trousers and the socks, they can be handy, until you're like warmed up in your cold bed. Yeah, it can be handy. Yes, we have open panel. It is open panel, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to hit that link and come and chat. Yep, it's good for us to chat. And at times of world war, threats, I mean, we got peace amongst us. Let's share that peace. We can have world peace with the variety of nationalities that's in this chat and associated to this chat and your chats. We can have world peace. We can show these diplomats they're doing it wrong. These law enforcement have been doing it wrong. Most of us have lived it, that we can prove it. If anybody's ever capable of listening, we can, for sure. Wait, blinding myself, trying to see where I'm going by pointing the torch in my eyes. Yes, very intelligent. That's nice. There's the rolling material. It's accessible. Right. Hey, wow, poor captain, sound asleep. Not even a freaking snuggle tonight. Look, going back to the bar, you know, nice, nice people's nice family environment, you know, and I get the opportunity to sit there, drink a pint of hot chocolate, which is a new thing to the people in the bar. I mean, it's normal for them to sell hot chocolate, but a pint of it, you know, like people have always looked at me fucking weird when I've asked for a pint of hot chocolate. I don't want to get up 2 or 3 times getting one of those friggin' what do you call them, short glasses, short cups that they use, having a nice pint of it. And I was like, yeah, perfect. And I sit there, charge my phone up, sit there with my boys. You know, there's always other people there passing, and it's not nice people. And so, you know, like as people are getting used to me, there's a little bit of opportunity of communication. Lots of people are, you know, encouraging because my dogs look happy, they're well behaved at the restaurant. You know, like they don't bother anybody unless people call them over. You know, like the staff, the people that own the bar, running the bar, them's all happy with that. We don't sit with the people unless we're invited. We sit away from it. And happy days. Eaten there a few times. You know, like, yep, gone through a couple of things on their menu. I've had a pizza, I've had the lasagna, I've had their potato chip, cheese, and bacon. Mm. Next thing I need to be trying, I've had their tostadas in the mornings. Next thing I want to be trying is their what do you call it? Their aglicari, maybe. And this is the other one. Their meatball. I want to try their meatball. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. 35 minutes and nobody hit that link. Uh, must be a good Saturday night, good Saturday evening and afternoon for these guys. Mm. I know my Australian friends are tucked up in bed sleeping at the moment. Mm. We're out partying, same as my friends in the Far East. You know, ladies and gentlemen, every day, I get emails from people that have been encouraging this channel, encouraging me, people that know the truth that I share and want the truth to be shared. There's lots of links, lots of shorts, lots of channels, lots of hidden secrets in the stuff that they be sharing with me that I be sharing with you guys on the community page mostly. That's there for you to pay attention to if you want it. If you want to know the history of this channel and where I get my attitude from, um, like where I get my goals from, you'll see by following the things that I share on the community page. The community page kind of keeps a lot of the drama away from the channel itself. But the community page is one of those things that I've noticed there's not much activity. Mm. And I'm not surprised by that. I'm not one for looking at other people's channels for stuff that isn't live. I like live. I don't like the YouTube lives. I'm not too keen on premieres. I do like when Mr. E does premieres because Mr. E focuses on premieres. I do give that priority. Shorts. There was a thing about shorts that I understood uh, from the auditor, British auditor community of how to get extra subs. Yeah, to reach out to a bigger audience. For what they want to reach out to the bigger audience is for with the content that they're sharing. It was only like for me a form of corruption, spreading the corruption. Um, Things like that get identified and pointed out. The amount of racism, prejudice, sexist, simping, chauvinistic, self-righteous channels that I've been through, I don't associate with many. I certainly am not subscribed to any. Learning progress. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. And avoiding things that I don't like is very easy. Finding things I do like is not so easy because a lot of people are using the things that I like to get the attention of people like myself, and it's an entrapment. For me, I come from a background of music, chasing the parties and the festivals. And so when it comes to music, um, I'm not so pushed about I have to have music. Mhm. I like fun and games, but I don't like the games that are attached to greed, cheating, like games that lead to betting. I've never been into betting. Life is a big enough gamble. All that bookie stuff and all the poker and stuff, I've always stayed away from. Horse racing, dog racing, all those sports, like commercial sports. Never had a head for it. Had the body for it, so I'd participate, but I never had the head for concentrating to watch it, following the rules. Yeah. This zip broke fishing. A lot of channels that I've been to, I go up on a lot of panels. A lot of people that know me from this chat probably seen me up on panels, and so they clicked on and followed me through. For me, doing a lot of panels, I'd say there's a tiny fraction of hosts whose panels I've been on that attend even me chat. Yeah, a lot of people are um, either watching and learning from afar before they get involved, studying who's involved in the chat from afar, seeing how people interact within this chat from afar, and up on my panel before they come and get involved. Because I've introduced myself to them, it's for me to maintain those communications in a lot of sense. When I start recognizing there's less and less um, conversations that I can have with those people because I'm not so intellectual or educated, it's like, yeah, it's a learning curve. Well, I am more comfortable doing my own panel. Mm. trying to explain something in people's chat. You know, it can go on and on and on with all the other distractions that's going on. The clearest of directions and comments can be so easily like misunderstood, uh, not acknowledged, unacknowledged, and easily looked over. As having panels, things can be said clearly. It can be replayed and understood. It can be questioned. Um, so it's past midnight. I like this picture. I'm going looking for another picture now. Lee Gary. First rule of old school: respect. Give respect to get respect. You see that? And for yourself and others, you have to give it to earn it. No one owes you anything. So for all those self-worth, you get me? Yeah, like I'm entitled. 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 Get the fuck with your entitlement, motherfuckers. The reason you're so entitled is you haven't earned it. The reason you're so entitled is because it's your natural born given right. The fact that you haven't earned it is the only reason why you're still committed and still dependent. You get Miss Lee? Beautiful said. Beautiful said. Nobody is entitled to respect regardless of age, gender, identity. Give and thou shalt. Beautiful. What is what I asked them? For me, I just like the whole like thing where it says the old school rule. That's at the top of the thingy majiggy. So that's how the poster looks. Yeah, like that. There's the top of it. There's your thing. First rule of old school: respect. Give respect to earn it for yourself and others. Yeah, give it, earn it. No one owes you anything. Just message you on Messenger, bare bones. Says Lee Carrick. There's a lot of dum 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 dum. Bum, 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 bum. Steve Hedrick. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I've just spent the last 48 minutes explaining how I am. Yeah, yep, you could rewind, or I could just say to you, I'm fine. I'm sat on my bed, got me sleeping bag and blanket over my leg, and I'm smoking a joint. And got me boy Captain Jack by my feet, and Grizzlies over there about 2 meters away. Them both got their freedom. We did go to a party, but or go to a party, but we missed our lift. And not knowing the location of where the party is, I'm not going out walking in this freaking cold weather. I got priorities tomorrow. People that live on a different schedule from myself, they got like travels and all this whatnot. Meeting up with them tomorrow or making myself available for them tomorrow, as planned, is possibly the best that I can do. Like fate, Mother Nature, she rules. You know, if I was meant to go to the party, I should have stuck around and not given a fuck about my bike and just gone with them. But me being me, I wanted to secure the bike. Uh, there we go. Mm. Question is, how are you, Steve Edward? Yeah. How's our Mr. Magpie? How's our Broke Fishing? How's our Sharp Betty? How's our Lee Carrick? How's the Barebone? How's the Lucy Angel? Earth Angel Lucy? How's our Vicky the Silent Assassin? How is Clint Brooke? How is Richard Dawkins? Hmm? What about Joe Maloney? We know how Joe Maloney is. How about Donald Berry? Enjoying this good weather. He's doing good. Nice one, nice one, nice one. He's doing good. Enjoying this beautiful weather. Yep. That's one of the beautiful things about being in South Spain. It's beautiful weather. Yeah. In comparison to what I grew up with in England and Ireland. Wow. There's your paradise. Nice one, Miss Magpie. Here's your seat. Miss Magpie's great. But we know Miss Magpie's great. Miss Magpie's always been great. It's the rest of the fuckers that ain't so great, isn't it, Miss Magpie? Putting obstacles in your way. Distractions ain't no good. Oh, I got groggy. But after drinking that friggin' hot chocolate, those two hot chocolates, yeah, 2 pints of hot chocolate, I don't think I'm got an appetite for liquid food. I've just consumed 2 pints of chocolate. No, they were not made. Yeah, they were made with milk. Yeah, no marshmallows, no whipped cream, no sprinkles, just hot chocolate. Well, hot milk, steamed milk from them coffee machines. Yeah, steamed milk, and then they give a sachet of hot chocolate and a couple of sugars and a spoon on a saucer. Uh, so maybe for Christmas, I'll take down some marshmallows, a tin of squirty cream, and I'll show them, and some sprinkles, and I'll show them how to make hot chocolate. Yeah. Benjamin, the Marvel and DC fan. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. Happy Saturday. We've got a lot of dogs barking in the background. That sounds like somebody walking, and probably somebody walking home from town. Oh yeah, get some marshmallows, make skeeter snacks. But they wouldn't be called skeeter snacks if I was to make them, would they, Miss Magpie? Huh? I wonder if there's any channels called Smelly Tramp Steve or Steve the Smelly Tramp. I wonder if there's any channels called that yet. I mean, that could be quite a good channel to have, wouldn't it? Like, yeah. I mean, that would piss a lot of them stupid trolls off, wouldn't it? Like if I just like add a title to, like, Steve the Smelly Tramp. That'd be a good title, I think. Yeah. I know Shit Pit Steve's a good title. There was no other. Yeah, that was that was an original Shit Pit Steve. Nothing else is associated with it. Only me. Yeah. We laughed about that at the bar today. The first time I was there with the people that invited me to the party. Oh, there's a Baron show called Stephen Magpie. Wow, Mrs. Magpie, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, we could do what other channel hosts do and use that just to get the attention of people. Goodness, Mrs. Magpie. Imagine how massive this channel would grow quickly, Mrs. Magpie, if we had that for a title. Eh? We'd have all them barons from all over the world kind of fucking tune in. But because he's over 18, over 21, um, it's like I'm not sure. Maybe we just get their parents involved. We could do what a lot of hosts do and just turn the name round. Magpie Steve. Yeah, miss, yeah. I mean, bearing in mind, Mrs. Magpie, remember, Mrs. Magpie, I'm coming from the Magpie Squat. Yeah, miss, yeah. That's where my alias Teak comes from the Magpie Squat. Long before I ever met Mrs. Magpie. Yeah. When Mrs. Magpie was still when Mrs. Magpie was Mr. The End is Coming Soon. Yeah. Have you heard this situation, Charbati? Right? When I came to YouTube, yeah, we had this Mr. The End is Coming Soon channel in our chat, encouraging me to be me. And sometime into our communications, I cottoned on the Mr. The End is Coming Soon was not a Mister. And so communicating with somebody with a Mister in their title, Mrs. Magpie was inspired to go through a title change. And then was born Mrs. Magpie. Uh, and the funny thing is, right, Char, is Miss Magpie had been communicating on this platform for many years, and nobody had ever contested whether she was male or female. Mm. That was me and my intuition. And it's little things like that that keeps me myself and Mrs. Magpie united. Yeah? The fact that I'm the first person that Mrs. Magpie ever clipped on YouTube inspired Mrs. Magpie to do these animated video editing with celebrities in mind. Hmm? We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. Yeah, from day one, Charbeti, from day one, Ms. Magpie who wanted to encourage me to start a channel. Yeah, there's the channels that were using my information. and using me as entertainment or using me as content, wasn't getting my message clear, wasn't doing anything with the information given to them. They were, like I said, just using for entertainment purposes. They had no compassion, considerations, or anything. Just wanted content made out, came out with loads of promises that they're gonna do. Where are they now? And that's how I can prove, just for content. Mm. And we do, Betty. We learn so much from each other. Yep. I thank you for your compliment, Miss Magpie. I thank you, but I think that goes more to yourself. You've been a good, loyal friend. For me, I've caused a lot of upset, and like a lot of time I've put everybody else aside, just putting my own opinion and my own perspectives out there, and not even giving anybody else consideration or a second thought. I'm, I have started getting better at giving people second thought, being a bit more considerate. The argument that I've got is absolutely nothing to do with 90% or 99% of anybody else. You know, I know it's got nothing to do with anybody else, but the fact that I make those arguments loud and proud, it's like people get involved and get caught up in it. And so I know that I've caused a lot of upsets for a lot of other people, disturbed their tranquility, their way of thinking. Mm. But I know why I've done it. Wow, people coming and going, people coming and going. What's going on? Oh, Miss Magpie, I'm not hard on myself at all, at all, at all, at all. Jay, protect Master Magpie. I would not be, like if I was keeping these things to myself, yeah, like if I wasn't as open as I am, then I would be hard on myself. Yeah, the fact that I'm able to express and recognize, yeah, I'm getting better for myself. Yeah, I'm getting stronger, and happy days, and it's getting easier for people to understand me as time goes on. Yeah, mate. Mm. I'm not being hard on myself too. I just being clear about, like I see what's going on with myself and other people. I spent 45 years understanding what's going on with me. Mm. I bet I had an experience a few years ago where well, many years ago now, back in Ireland, where I nearly lost my life. All because I mentioned the young fella, the fella he's hanging around with, a bit older than him, was a snitch. He's a rat. The fella that I was calling a rat came out of the video store and recognized what I had said. He started phoning up family friends of his, and next thing you know, there was a whole fucking gang of fellas, and they was all putting the boot in. They was all trying to do the inevitable. I survived that bit of brutality, that bit of a kicking, and then over the next few days, uh, I picked each one of those fellas out, and I gave them what for on my own, on their own. So long story short, over the next few months, at the end of it, it all ended up with them being called in, me being called in by the local dealers, weed and hash dealers. That's all I ever really got involved with, and got called into the house, and there was like their fathers. You know, we're all men in our fucking 20s and 30s, gammas, yeah. But they all had their fathers there. You know, like there was 3 or 4 of their fathers there, and all of them were putting their boys straight, telling them that they had to pay me compensation for smashing my windows, smashing my car, attacking me, smashing my phone up. The dealers knew, yeah. The fathers knew the truth, and their boys learned the hard fucking truth that day, yeah. And from that day onward, those peoples always double checked with me if there was anything being said about anybody. I've spoken about things like this on the channels that wanted to talk bullshit about me, sure. And when I was mentioning this on one of the channels, in came one of the persons from that family that I was protecting, their younger brother. One of the elders that was involved came into that chat and said loud and proud, Steve's a good one. Steve's one of the good guys. But that message was ignored by the host, by the chatters. The person that had said it should have put a full stop to it. You know, like the people's, them's knowing family, that family name, they should have put a stop to it. All the bullshit and all the drama. But ego got the better of the people's. Yeah? And that was one of the funniest things to see. Is somebody that I was mentioning came into the chat and backed me up. Somebody that's never been to my channel, because me and my friends, we don't need to maintain communications. We know where each other are. We know our circles. We know where we're going. So we don't need these social media connections. But the fact that they're involved in social media connections for entertainment purposes, the purposes of me coming to these platforms is totally, totally different. And so that's one of the beauty things. that I've always got is I share my truth. And there are people throughout your circles that know my truth and have already given the truth. You're barking up the wrong tree by talking shit about me. And that's what keeps me strong and keeps me louder and prouder all the time. You know, is my abilities what's kept me alive. You know, the peoples who I've earned my respects from. Old school rule. Yeah. And that's one of the things where I kept saying to the people, you've got my face, you've got my details, you've got the fucking shit out there. Go and ask the people where I come from. Go and ask the people where I come from. If I'm involved in any of that shit you want to tarnish me with, go and ask them. Just by telling you the places where I'm from is enough for you to have content for the rest of your lives, is what I told them. Miss Magpie remembers. This has been a hard channel for a lot of peoples because a lot of peoples have come to this channel not understanding what all the upsets have been all about over the last 2.5 years. And so a lot of people have come here from channels I've gone in using myself to looking for a distraction against all this bullshit. Recognizing other people are being brought up in different bullshit, recognizing that you're wrong. I've gone down with circles, yeah, I never gave a fuck about talking to the guys or the fucking, the fucking, how, whatever fucking gang members they were, the mobs, the mafia. I never gave a shit about any of them. And I certainly didn't give a shit about any other community. And communities I'm somewhat connected with by being in jail, by being out on the streets, you know? And it's like absolutely beautiful. The I run circles around them people, and I still run circles around them. But for the people that come to this channel now, and there's a lot more explanation, they've gone through the channels where, like the channels are mixing, mingling, the same shite circles, no matter where in the world you are, those shite circles, they're all connected. And now the education gets a lot easier to recognize. People that have taken me on board, not knowing how I was introduced to YouTube, they start recognizing, fucking hell, man, you know, yeah. And they don't want me paying attention to that, right? And so they comes in with their distraction, their support and encouragement to be who I am. And it's all very appreciated. It's just hard to show appreciation, like having so much distance between. It'll be interesting how this war goes, over the next 5 years. Gammas, yeah. If this war progresses for the next 5 years, this world is going to be totally fucking different in 10 years' time. Totally fucking different. Where I'm at, I feel more safe ever than ever before because I know where I'm at. There's food, there's resources, gammas, yeah. And there's communities that have accepted me and encouraged me. And so, like, that's a lot more than what, like in England and Ireland. Yeah, there were communities that accepted me, but it was for different reasons. Yeah, it's for totally different reasons. You know, like I said, in England, in England, there was the reputation of my father. There was the life that I'd had there. There is that, but there was also, a large amount of business orientated relationships in England. In Ireland, there was more of a I earned my reputation, and so I had the respect to me being me. Yeah, mate. Yeah, a lot of people know that I was I was a martyr for the uniform, singling me off, catching me with 0.01 grams, putting me in jail for that many a time for held on contempt of court, being cheeky with the judge, and then non-payment of fine, non-attendance community service. I had a reputation within the prison system. Yeah, just for having such a ridiculous charge and such a fucking stubborn attitude that I'm not doing community service. I'm not doing fucking no. I'm not giving them any of my money. Mm. I'd much rather do jail than give them my money. Yeah, they stole my weed. They've disturbed my peace. They should be paying me. No, Jar, you're not naive or yeah, you're not naive or ignorant. People can be nicer and kinder and more compassionate. Yes, we are. And yeah, you'll find that. There is a lot of compassion. There's a lot of kindness, consideration in the world. Um, you know, the thing is familiarity tends to encourage ignorant and naivety. Yeah. Now, naive is completely different to innocent. Yeah? And this is what I keep saying. Yeah? There's a difference between being innocent and naive. It's like it's hard to have innocence in 2024. Okay, with so much corruption and stuff throughout, it's almost fashionable to be somewhat corruption, encouraging some form of corruption. How dodgy are you? What in 24? You're not dodgy in any form of way at all. It's not possible. Everybody's corrupted in some form or other. Mm. So being naive. Yo, Johnny Wong, some bastard cut your hair off. Happy days. Look at you. You get a better suntan now on that forehead, eh, Johnny Wong? So that's it, just shared. You get me? Yeah, I show how dodgy I am. You get me? Yeah, I got ganja all day, every day, and I got no money. If I showed you my PayPal, yeah, you would see. I don't have money. Yeah, I've had €10 drop and a €22 drop in the last month. Yeah, so understand it. Yeah, I'm not smoking weed that comes from YouTube money. Yeah, I got I got a bike that I can I've traded. I've had the freaking bits of tools, gammas, yeah, recent freaking, like uh, things that I've had as possessions that I'm not using. DVD player, freaking what, like fucking hell, man. You name it, what I've got is all up for trade. It's all up for sale. I go out standing on the streets with a empty cup, and I take like on average 10 to 20 euros every day that I've stood out there. So it's like people tell you I'm a beg. People will tell you I'm earning on YouTube, but I can show you I'm not. And when you consider for every €100 I get, I pays €20 for the extraction. Uh, a lot of gifts, the ganja, the hashish, a lot of gifts. I think it was last month. Them folk involved with the Jay Slater case. They sent me a healthy something. Yeah, but money here when I'm going to the bar, it doesn't last long. Yeah, me, yeah. You think about it, freaking 10, 12 euro for a pizza or lasagna. You know, yeah, me, yeah. €3 for hot chocolate. You know, two 250 for a Fanta lemon. That's when at the bar. Money don't go far. 20, 25 on dog food, 30 on the dog tablet. Money don't last. And like people are starting to recognize, yeah, it's like this ugly stuff that's got me all over these freaking social platforms. And it's not just here; it's every social platform. They've bastard my name and tried associating me with the ugly stuff. And for me, it's like, whoa, yeah, people are all over. It's out on the streets. It's everywhere. Yeah, it was said to me by people out on the street how I was being spoke about and identified on this friggin' on Facebook. Gammas, yeah. When I recognize these people from YouTube, they've got their Twitch, their Rumbles, their Discords, their Facebook. You know, they've got channels on WhatsApp and Instagram, and they're publishing all this friggin' lies. You know, that's way beyond the small circle of 1,000 people. Like banter, entertainment purposes. That's way different. So, yeah, I've been on to it day one, fighting the trolls, fighting the shite talkers, fighting the racists, uh, the chauvinistic men simping on the ladies, disrupting chats just because their egos are, like, yeah, they like, boy. Yeah, diabetic. For a lot of folks, the dollar is spent before you've earned it. Like what with tax and bills and all that whatnot. But like for myself, I purely survive the day to day. You know, yeah. I'll get groceries in for a few days, especially this time of year. I can get me, yeah, get groceries and not worry about it going fucking rotten, fermenting, bugs, all those things, get put off until the springtime now. We've got a couple of dogs that come around and check up on Captain Jack. We've got a cat that came around last week, helping themselves to the food around the dog food. Uh, it was nice. Started making friends with the neighboring puppy. Identified that the other neighbor's dog looks very, very identical to puppies that I handed out when I from the 26 dogs that I rehomed from Grizzly's family. Speaking with the neighbors, if she's 4.5 years of age, then if they've had her for that time, then potentially she's one of my puppies. If she came from Beneficio, potentially she's one of my puppies. When I was telling her, when I was talking to the neighbor earlier, the dog, and not the neighbor, but the neighbor's dog, and talking about the family name, she really did respond. Like she knew the names that I was mentioning. Lots of cars leaving town now. That must be the concert that I heard earlier finishing. Yeah, sure. Like I've experienced many of indications or signs that things are more connected than just than we're fully aware of. I've been spending most of my life connecting the things and showing the connections or exploring the connections, and it's very impressive being out here connecting. And I can definitely shine some light on things. Like the people that wanted to understand in depth what I can share and show. You really do kind of have to put yourself where I am, and I'll show you. Otherwise, it's literally impossible. Wow, talking for an hour and a half. Papers. Like that chair, do you? That noise? Yeah, you got your own chair. Yeah. Ooh. neighboring dogs like over the road and down the next road. There's like 10 dogs going crazy. You're right, Chabete, my dear. It's what I'm here for. I'm here to chat. Guys, thank you for the conversation. Yep. Thank you very much, my darling. You gave me a purpose. You get on and get your laundry done then, right? Yep. Here's me, dear. I'm not sure if I'll be live much longer because putting out the panel link and nobody's joining. It's a bit of an off put. And then just to save battery power for the morning and try and catch the cockerel o'clock. Beautiful compliment. An honor to know you as well, Betty. And thank you, my dear. You have a good weekend. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. That's what happens when I turn my brightness. He's he's I can see your ears moving. I can see your back leg moving. I can see your eyes moving. Mup, mup, what is it? So now I'm on camera. Does anybody want to come and talk to me? Uh, Well, maybe I'll fire up a live in a while if there's nothing, if I can't speak. But I was gonna close this live now. 1 hour and 36 minutes. Oh, wow. He's around the place, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining. Ciao now.